Hi, my name is Nicolas, and I'm a member of the support team here at FreeAgent. This webinar will guide you through switching your bookkeeping from a spreadsheet or another software package to FreeAgent. Please feel free to ask any question you may have throughout the webinar using the Q&A, and you'll be invited to leave some ratings and feedback at the end, so please do let us know how you found today's webinar. A recording will be emailed to you tomorrow, so don't worry if you don't catch everything today. Switching from one accounting software package to another or making the bold step to move from a spreadsheet can feel a bit daunting, but don't worry. FreeAgent has been designed so that setting up your new accounting software is as straightforward as possible to allow you to get on with running your business. When making a move, the start of a new tax year, accounting year, or VAT period are all ideal times to switch over to new software. If you switch to FreeAgent at the start of a new accounting year, it could be easier than switching over in the middle of an accounting period, as you may only need to input a few summary figures, like your bank balance and how much your business owned and owed at the end of the previous accounting year. The start of a new tax year is also a great time if you employ staff, as you'll be able to set up payroll in FreeAgent to run from the start of a new tax year, without having to enter any year-to-date figures in FreeAgent. However, if you do decide to switch in the middle of an accounting period, that's okay too. It just means that you will need to provide a bit more information when setting up your account. In today's webinar, I'm going to be talking through the setup of a limited company account. But if you're a sole trader, FreeAgent will also work well for you, and I'll try to highlight any differences between the two accounts types as we go. And we also offer partnership and landlord account types too. For any businesses that don't fall into these account types or which are based outside of the UK, we have a universal account type. Some features differ slightly in the landlord account, such as adding properties, but other basic functionality, such as explaining bank transaction, is the same. And the universal account type has many of the same basic features as the other account types, but it does not have the ability to make filings like VAT, payroll, etc. So if you need these functions, then you should perhaps consider one of our UK-based account types instead. So now then we're committed to switching to FreeAgent. Let's have a look at how to sign up to your FreeAgent account. If you are a NatWest, RBS, Ulster Bank, or Metal customer, FreeAgent will be provided to you for free if you have a business bank account. So for those individuals, you will receive an email from your bank on how to set up your subsidized account, or alternatively, you can sign up directly from their website. For everyone else, all new customers are eligible for a 30-day free trial and a discounted subscription in the first year. So when you're ready to get going, you'll head to the FreeAgent homepage at freeagent.com to set up your account. At the top right of the screen, you'll see the option to try FreeAgent. This will take you to the initial sign-up pages for your FreeAgent account. It's important to set this up correctly from the get-go to ensure your accounts are accurate. But if there's anything you're not quite sure about, then you can contact our support team and we'll be happy to help as much as we can. Here, on this first screen, we will ask you for a few details about yourself and your business. We'll ask for your name and your email address. Let's go for it. Yeah. Agent.com. Confirm the email. We will also ask you for your business name. And if you're a sole trader and your business name is the same as your given name, then make sure to include this in the business name box too, and then it will be displayed on any sales invoices you raise in FreeAgent. This typing is horrendous. There we go. Next, you will need to select your business type. And you'll see here in the drop-down menu, then you have a number of options to choose from depending on the structure of your business. The tax calculation functionality in each account type is different, so it is important that you choose the correct one for your business. If you are unsure which business type to choose, we have a guide in our knowledge base titled Choosing the Appropriate Business Type and Category, which will help you decide. You will also, at this point, need to set your password, which you will use to log in to your FreeAgent account. On the next page, during support opening hours, a live chat will automatically start, allowing you to seek assistance in setting up your FreeAgent account, as you can see here on the right. We will close this chat for now. On this page, you'll be given a final chance to select your business type. So make sure to select the correct one for you. This can't be changed later, so it's really important to be sure that you have selected the correct type for your business. You will then be prompted to select a business category. Now, don't worry, the choice you select here doesn't impact the functionality in the FreeAgent account at all, and is for our own purpose to see the type of businesses that are using FreeAgent. So you just need to select the closest to your business from the available option if there isn't an exact business type listed which matches what you do. This will also give you access to a performance benchmarking report which compares your business performance against that of other similar businesses in the same category. If that's a tool you will find helpful. You can find out more about this report in our knowledge base. If your business is a limited company, by entering the business name, you can search using the company house directory to automatically populate your business details. Otherwise, you'll need to complete this page manually. An address. And then save and continue. No, thanks. Next, you will need to complete your accounting dates. It's important to get this right, as the accounts and reports that are prepared in FreeAgent will be based on the date that you enter here. If your business is a limited company and you use the option on the previous screen to use the company house directory, some of these dates will be populated automatically. The first date options is for when you officially started your business. For a limited company, this will be the date of incorporation with company house. And for a sole trader, this will be the day that you started your self-employed business. As a limited company, if you didn't start trading right away, you will be given the option later to enter a trading start date, which you would have communicated to HMRC. You'll then need to select when your first accounting year ends. And for limited companies, unless you know otherwise, this should be 1 year after the end of the month you started the company. So for example, if you started your business on the 9th of March. So let's go March 2023. Your first accounting year end will be 31st of March 2024. March 24, 31st. And for sole trader and partnership, the accounting year end often coincide with the tax year end of 5th of April. As a sole trader, if your accounting year end is different from the tax year, FreeAgent will automatically be able to prepare your tax return for the tax year based on your accounting dates. You can learn more about basis period reform and how FreeAgent supports this in our knowledge base. The final date to enter here is your FreeAgent start date. This tells FreeAgent when you want to start keeping your records in FreeAgent from. Data from before this date will not be included in your FreeAgent account and will be held outside of FreeAgent. So please don't enter any transaction dated before this date into FreeAgent. As touched on previously, this date is usually the first day of a new accounting period or that quarter. So in our example, I'm going to select 1st of April 2025. These dates are very important, but don't worry if you don't know some of them at the time of setting up your FreeAgent account. This can be edited later, as long as you do this before you use FreeAgent to file any returns. Making submissions or filing any returns using FreeAgent will mean that these dates are then locked. So it's a good idea to check this before you actually press the button to file anything further down the line. Our knowledge base article on accounting dates will show you how to edit these dates, should it be required. You can easily access our knowledge base by clicking the link at the bottom of each page. It's available here. This will open up another tab where you can search for help on all things FreeAgent. On the next screen, you will enter your VAT registration details. If you are not VAT registered, you can simply select Not Registered and move on to the next screen. If you are VAT registered or have applied for this, you'll enter the relevant options here. Don't worry if you don't have this information to hand at this stage, as you can update it once the account is set up. But this will need to be updated before you start creating sales invoices. The details entered here will be used to generate the correct VAT returns in your account. You'll need to select what frequency, there you go, you are required to submit VAT returns for, whether you are on the cash or invoice basis, calculation basis for VAT, and also whether you are on the flat rate scheme for VAT. If you are unsure about which option to choose, then your accountant or HMRC should be able to help. If you trade outside of the UK or need to apply the domestic reverse charge commonly used under CIS arrangements, then you'll select Yes. Do you need additional VAT rates? For the purpose of this webinar, I'll say that I'm not VAT registered and continue on to the next screen. The final screen on our setup pages is for setting up your bank account. A bank feed is a key part of setting up your FreeAgent account, and this allows FreeAgent to pull in your bank transaction directly from your bank and into FreeAgent. There are other ways to bring your bank transaction into FreeAgent, such as uploading bank statements or adding transaction manually. But setting up a bank feed is the quickest and easiest option, and most of our users tend to do this. Once the transactions are in FreeAgent, they need to be allocated to accounting categories, and we call this process explaining transaction. Explaining your bank transactions tells FreeAgent what they relate to and helps the software populate your returns and accounts. So you will look for the name of your bank, and then you will select the type of accounts. You'll be given the option to select a bank account if we support a bank feed for this. This will take you to your bank website to initiate the connection. FreeAgent will then start importing transactions either from your start date or a date that you specify. When selecting what date to import your transaction from, it's important to note that your transaction start date cannot be earlier than your FreeAgent start date or changed after the bank feed has been enabled. If you use challenger banks like Starling and Monzo, you'll need to set up the feed from their side, which you can find more information on in our knowledge base. If your bank is unlisted here, you can enter your details manually by selecting the option Add your account details manually. Entering your bank details here is important as it allows FreeAgent to sync with your bank account. The opening balance will need to be entered as at your FreeAgent start date. This will be the balance at the very beginning of the day on your start date if there was one. In other words, before any transaction have occurred that day, so you could also get it by looking at the closing balance as at the end of the day before your FreeAgent start date. When you are happy that all the information is correct, you can save and finish here. If you need to go back to any previous pages, you can navigate back like so. Go back to previous day. Right? Now that you've completed the initial setup stages of your FreeAgent account, you'll be prompted with some tips on how to get started using FreeAgent, like link your bank, or how to explain the bank transactions, or send an invoice. You will also see here a link to book a call, that's right there at the bottom, with one of our friendly support team if you have any questions, and a handy links to our knowledge base, which has guides on getting yourself started with FreeAgent. That's it. For now, we're going to close this off and look at some of the area of your account. I've now moved to a different FreeAgent account so that I can show you what happens once the feed is connected. When you connect your bank feed, you will be given the option to have FreeAgent's guest function enabled, help explain your bank transactions. Guest will try to offer explanation of your bank transaction that have been imported to help populate your reports, which you can choose to either accept or amend as appropriate. Like so. And approve. This can be particularly helpful if you are looking to backdate your transaction when moving over to FreeAgent. As you can see, Guess has tried to explain this transaction for me, so with a couple of clicks, like I just did with the first two, I'm able to accept what it has suggested for me. If you would like to attach receipts to your transaction that are imported, you can save receipts into your FreeAgent account using our Smart Capture function. Smart Capture will then automatically assign the receipt to transaction marked for approval. You can add the receipts after you've completed the setup of your account, so long as the bank transactions are left as for approval. FreeAgent's Smart Capture feature allows you to take a photo of receipt or bills that you want to capture in FreeAgent for your record-keeping purposes. This can be assigned to bank transaction, converted into out-of-pocket expenses or bills with just a few clicks. Smart Capture can be accessed through the desktop or on our mobile app. The FreeAgent mobile app is available on iOS and Android and is designed to be a companion app to work alongside the desktop version and allows for quick and easy access to your FreeAgent account whilst you're out and about. If you have a list of contacts on your existing system, including customers that you invoice and suppliers that bill you, you are able to import this into FreeAgent in one go. You may have been used to having to set up customers and suppliers separately, but in FreeAgent, they are both known as contacts. So both customers are suppliers and suppliers' details are kept under this section, contacts. To upload your contacts, we'll navigate to the contact section in the blue banner at the top of your account and click on Import Contacts, available at the top right corner of this page. You'll then be shown the option, depending on your email provider, on how to export your contacts into the appropriate format. You can then upload your contact list directly into FreeAgent. Alternatively, you can download a copy of our CSV template into which you can add your contacts information, and this can then be imported to your account. The template can be found in our knowledge base article for uploading contact using CSV. So let's go to that KB. You should see it now, and the template is right down at the bottom to be downloaded here. For the purpose of this webinar, I'll show you an example of uploading a CSV file with my contact. So you will select a file and click Upload. When this is done, all of your contact will be shown in a list here, and you can then start to raise invoices and bills. You will select this. It's important. And now you can see your contacts. As you see, you can then start to raise invoices and bills, time slips, and more against them. It's worth noting that in FreeAgent, we call supplier invoices bills, while sales invoices are invoices. So these may be slightly different terminologies than you're used to if you're moving from another accounting software package. Now that you have your contact set up, you may feel ready to start raising your sales invoices within FreeAgent. There are a few things you can do to get your account set up for this. First off, you can add a company logo to display on your invoice. To do this, navigate to your company name, then Settings, then select Company Logo. Next, follow the prompt to upload a logo. So you can select a file which will appear on all your invoices and estimates. You can also change the theme of the invoices you raise in FreeAgent to suit your business style. There you go. Before you're able to issue invoices from FreeAgent, you'll need to verify your email address. This is how we confirm that the email address genuinely belongs to a FreeAgent account owner or user. Don't worry, you only need to do this once. You can do this by clicking on your company name at the top right of the screen and select Settings, and select Sending Emails. And you can send a verification email to yourself. Once this is set up, this will allow you to send invoices, invoice reminders, thank you emails, and estimates straight from your FreeAgent account. If you have a custom email domain, you can also set this up so the emails come straight from your domain. You can do this here. Now that you've verified your email address, you can set up email templates within your FreeAgent account. These can be used to automatically send new invoices, invoice reminders, and thank you emails when your customer pays your invoice. We can switch to this from this screen by clicking Sending Emails at the top left of the screen. This allows us to easily switch between the different settings in the account. So we want email templates. The email templates are a great way to speed up your admin task when it comes to dealing with your invoicing. We can set up an email template that is used to send invoices to your customers. You can also set up invoice reminders, so that if an invoice goes unpaid, it automatically issues a reminder to your customers about the outstanding invoice. There is also a quick reminder option, so that if you see an invoice is still outstanding, you can issue a reminder at the touch of a button. The thank you email template will automatically send an email to your customer to thank them for making payment when the invoice within FreeAgent is marked as paid. The final template is used to send estimates if that is part of your business workflow. There are email tags on the right here that can be used to automatically pull information from your FreeAgent account to help populate your templates, like your contact names, the invoice reference, and due date. Please remember that these are templates, so should not contain specific information such as a customer's name or email address. Instead, use the tags on the right to let FreeAgent pull in that specific information for each contact you invoice. You're now ready to start issuing your invoices from FreeAgent directly to your customers. Remember that you will also be able to create and send invoices using the FreeAgent mobile app whilst you are on the go. Another important area when switching to a new software like FreeAgent is your opening balances. Unless you've decided to recreate all of your business's bookkeeping in FreeAgent from the day you started trading, you're likely to have opening balances to enter. These opening balances bring in the required totals to show what has happened for the business before your chosen FreeAgent start date. To enter your opening balances, go to Accounting, Journal Entries, and click on the Add Open Balances button. For existing businesses, as at your FreeAgent start date, your business will probably have had some money in the bank. As touched on previously, the figures you need to enter for your opening bank balance is how much it had in the bank at the end of the day before any transactions on your FreeAgent start date. So if your FreeAgent start date was 1st of April, you're looking for the figure on your bank statement as at the end of the day on 31st of March, because that's what your business started with on 1st of April. We entered the opening bank balance of your business's main bank account when we set up the FreeAgent account. But if you put in the wrong figure by mistake, or if you put in a 0 to come back to this later, this can be corrected. You can do this directly from the bank account in Banking and Bank Account sections. That will be there. You need to enter here your other opening balances as at your FreeAgent start date. So let's go back to there. Let's explore what some of those may be. Your business may have been owed money by some of its customers. In accounting terminology, that's called trade debtors. But you might have also heard it called accounts receivable. Both of those just basically mean unpaid invoices. Invoices you've issued to your customers but not been paid for. What we want here is the figure for unpaid invoices as at the start of the day on your FreeAgent start date. Your business might also have owed money to some of its suppliers. We call that figure trade creditors or account payable. It's the unpaid bills your business had as at the start of the day on your FreeAgent start date. Your business may also own some equipment, for instance, a computer or some furniture. Those are known as fixed assets or capital assets. There are also other monies your business might have owed. For instance, it might have owed money to HMRC for VAT or to its staff in unpaid wages, as at your free agent start date. If you've been using other bookkeeping software, the best way to collect all of your opening balances together is to print from your original software a copy of a trial balance. Or if you're starting to use FreeAgent as at the beginning of a new accounting year, or the start of a tax year if you're a sole trader, you could alternatively use a report called a balance sheet, and fewer opening balances will be needed. The report should usually be dated the day before your FreeAgent start date. If you came to FreeAgent from a spreadsheet and don't have access to these reports, your accountant should be able to help you collect these figures. Once the opening balances are complete, the total of both sides of the journal should be the same value. If the opening balances within the account are incomplete, FreeAgent will post a red journal entry to the suspense account, and this is an automatic balancing entry to temporarily correct the accounts until such a time as you can complete the opening balances. If you're a sole trader, don't have an accountant, and you've managed to work out some but not all of your opening balance figures, then we will suggest you can put any difference you can't work out to account 968, profit and loss, because you and the business are legally the same, and so it's less important if the amount the business owes you changes. Whichever business type you have, but perhaps more so for a limited company or partnership, please seek an accountant's help if you're not sure what the opening balances should be or which categories they should be posted to, as there could be a legal implication if you don't correctly record how much the business owes to other businesses and to individuals, such as its staff and owners. I'll click Edit Opening Balances, and that gives me the chance to enter the rest of my opening balances. If you're switching from another accounting software, you may prefer to import your opening balances rather than typing them in. And this can be done by selecting the Import Opening Balance button and downloading our template right here. Our knowledge base has detailed instruction on how to import your opening balances right there. If you're unsure of the accounting categories to use for your opening balances, you can download a copy of the FreeAgent chart of accounts from this screen, which is a list of all the available categories within FreeAgent. If moving to FreeAgent from another accounting software, you may previously have referred to accounting categories as nominal codes. The FreeAgent support team can't tell you which categories to post your balances to, as this counts as accounting advice, which HMRC don't license us to give. If you can't find an accounting category that you require, you can set up any additional ones that you need in settings area of your account in the accounting categories section before entering your opening balances. So, business name, settings, and accounting categories. To set up your own accounting categories, click on your company name, like I just did. From here, you can create accounting categories to suit your business needs, whether that's a different income category, admin expense, or perhaps a new asset category, capital asset type. If you have additional business bank accounts, you will set this up first in the banking section of FreeAgent by navigating to Banking, Bank Accounts, and Add New Accounts. You can create as many business bank accounts in FreeAgent as you have in real life. Each time you create a bank account, you will be prompted to enter the opening balance for that account as at your FreeAgent start date, as we can see here. You can go back to these newly added bank accounts to enable bank feeds or import bank statement later. Once you have set up the categories and bank accounts that you need for now, you can head back to your opening balances. If your business is registered for VAT, please make sure you've entered your opening balances for the VAT categories correctly before you file a VAT return through FreeAgent. We have more content in the knowledge base about how to make sure your VAT opening balances are correct, as well as fully detailed articles about entering the rest of your opening balances, including stock of goods you sell and capital assets. Setting up your opening balances is a one-off task, you'll be glad to hear. So once you've completed that, you won't have to do it again. Don't worry if you haven't immediately got all of your opening balances to hand. Again, this can be edited later, but will need to be added prior to filing any returns using FreeAgent. Also, please bear in mind that until you have entered all of your opening balances, some reports that you look at in FreeAgent may not reflect the correct information. Once your FreeAgent account is set up, you'll have access to some high-powered reporting tools to help provide you an outlook on your business health and profitability. This includes common accounting report like the profit and loss and balance sheet, along with edge debtor and creditor reports to help you keep track of any outstanding invoices or bills, and many more. You can also use FreeAgent to submit your VAT returns, payroll, RTI submission, self-assessment, corporation tax return to HMRC, and your end-of-year accounts to Companies House. You can find out more about all of this in our Getting Started webinar and in our knowledge base. FreeAgent will also be looking to support making tax digital for income tax to allow you to submit your quarterly returns to HMRC, which will come into effect in the 2025-26 tax year. We'll release more details on how we will support this in future webinars and releases on our website. What I've covered in this webinar is some of our quick tips on switching over to FreeAgent. Now that your FreeAgent account is set up, we would recommend that you book a slot or watch a recording of our Getting Started webinar by popping over to the Getting Started with FreeAgent section of our website. You will also find lots of other useful guidance to help you on your FreeAgent journey by clicking onto resources at the top of our website, freeagent.com. If you run into issues or have any specific question about FreeAgent functionality, just click the Help button available at the bottom right corner. And Ruby the robot will either suggest some answer from our knowledge base or pass you on to create an invoice. So as you can see, suggested some answers from our knowledge base or pass you on onto our support team. We will be happy. Sorry. We'll be happy to help. You will be given the option to get in touch with our support team, either by live chat if it's during office hours, or to leave a message. We offer live chat 9 a.m. till 5 p.m., Monday to Thursday, and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday. In those same hours, you can also phone our support team directly or get in touch via email. You can find our phone number and email address listed on the Contact Us page of our website. You may be asked for a support code when contacting us. This code is used as a security step when contacting our support accountants and allow us access to your account. This can be found by navigating to your company name and selecting Settings from the drop-down. Support access is located in the My Company section. So if we go to Settings, Support access. Select Yes to allow support access area and save changes. You will then see a unique 8-digit support code on the right. The other way to access this generated code, if available, no matter what screen you are on, you can scroll to the bottom of the page and select Support Access. Another fantastic resources that we have mentioned throughout this webinar is our knowledge base. So, there we go. Which is full of visual step-by-step guide and easy to follow videos. You can always find the link at the bottom of any page whilst you are in your FreeAgent account, or by clicking knowledge base at the bottom of the website. Just there. You can type your problem into the search bar right here. Or you can browse by section. I hope this webinar has given you the confidence to get ready to switch to FreeAgent. Thanks for watching. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with us if you have any questions.